Okay, so good morning, and today's we'll be discussing about basic of Black-Scholes, basic options, and then Black-Scholes. Okay, so that when we discuss about the Heston's model, we'll be in a better you'll be in a better position to understand it. And after this, in the description of this video, I will be putting up a link where you can see how do we derive the Black-Scholes equation, and there will be a link to the additional video after it, wherein I will upload the Python implementation of Black-Scholes. So you will be finding the price of a European call option using Black-Scholes. Okay, so let us start discussing about it. So first of all, let us discuss what an option is. Okay. Options. So basically, options is a derivative. Okay, derivative. Options are a part of derivatives, or basically an example of derivatives. Okay. So what is a derivative? A derivative is something you can say whose value which derives value from a underlying. Okay. So that is why this is called a derivative, because they derive values from underlying. Okay. So they themselves are nothing, but their price depends upon something, which is called underlying asset or something. Okay. So let us take an example. So stock is an asset, right? So let us say stock is an asset, right? So for example, let us take the stock of Amazon, that is AMZ stock. Okay. At current situation, its stock price may be S naught. Okay, right? So I don't know what is its current stock price, but let us assume it is S naught. Okay, and after 1 month, let us say after 1 month from now, do you know what will be its stock price? No, right? So you don't know what will be its stock price after 1 month. So let us just say S. So it is known. So because you know the current stock price, but it is unknown, right? After 1 month, so we denote it as T. Okay, so it is unknown. Now what happens? I and you enter into an agreement. Okay, so I and you enter into an agreement, right? So we enter into an agreement. And what is this agreement? This agreement is something like, after 1 month, okay, I will be getting, you are selling an agreement to me and I am buying this agreement. Okay, so you are selling an agreement to me and I am the buyer. Okay, and you say I will be receiving the max of S minus K. Okay, the max of S minus K or 0. Okay, where K is a price that we decide, so it is basically a strike price. Okay, what is S? S is the, so we are entering the agreement now. We are entering into the agreement now, and we don't know what will be S after 1 month, right? So let us say, for example, the S naught is as of now 100. Okay, and we have decided the K, which is the strike price, which you call a strike price as 110. Okay. Now after 1 month, let us assume. So see, K is the parameter of an agreement. So every agreement will have a different K. So K is the strike price. Okay, and S will be the future price. So we are entering into the agreement now only, and as you can see, this value will depend upon what will be the future price of S. So it is unpredictable, right? So I will be getting either S. So I will be getting the maximum of S minus K or 0. Okay, after 1 month. S naught is currently 100. So this is the stock price of Amazon, and we have decided a strike price of K equal to 110 after 1 month. Okay. Now let us assume after 1 month the stock price of Amazon is 120. Okay. So let us assume the strike price of let us assume the stock price of Amazon after 1 month is 120. So what will I be getting? I will be getting maximum of S is 120 minus K is 110, 0, max of 10 comma 0. So I'll be getting 10, right? Otherwise, if this is example when S is 120. Okay, let us assume the same case, but the example S is 190 rupees. So in this case, the maximum of 90 minus 110, so this is basically maximum of S minus K 0. So it will be maximum of 90 minus 110 comma 0, right? So it will be maximum of minus 10 comma 0. So I will be getting 0, right? So this agreement is called a call option. Okay, now you will be saying, why would someone want to sell this as an agreement where the buyer, so I am the buyer, so I will be getting either some positive money or either I will be not getting anything. Okay, so why would someone want to sell this to me? Okay, so the thing is, the seller gets an initial amount, gets a premium. Okay, the seller gets a premium when we enter into an agreement. Okay, so when we enter into agreement, we need to when we enter into an agreement. Okay, when we enter into an agreement, right? This premium, so now this type of option, so this is called an option. So the agreement that we entered into, this is called an option, where after, so the thing is, why are you getting 0? You are getting 0 because the stock price is less than the strike price. So in this case, so what we discussed as of now, so let us see what we have discussed. Okay, so we have discussed something like maximum of S minus K 0. So this is called a call option. Okay, so the agreement that we have entered into is an call option. Now what is an option basically? So and then we will discuss what is a call option. Okay, so option is an agreement. Option is an agreement in which buyer has a right but not an obligation to follow the agreement. Okay, so in the last example that we discussed, okay, so okay, so let us discuss this with detail. Okay, so what is the strike price, what is the stock price and all? Okay, so the current stock price of Amazon was we discussed 100. Okay, the strike price that we discussed was 110. Okay, now as that we don't know, so now what is a call, what is an option, and what is a call option? So let us first discuss this is a call option. Okay, what does it say? It says, the agreement says the current stock price of Amazon is 110. After 1 month or after a certain period, the buyer has a right to buy it at 110. So this thing is called a strike price. Okay, so what is a strike price? The price at which the buyer will buy after 1 month. Okay, so he will buy this agreement at 110. So the buyer will buy this option at 110 after 1 month. He has the right to buy it, but he does not have the obligation. Okay, so why will he buy at 110? So let us take an example. So see, he will buy the same stock after 1 month at 110, right? Okay, so now after 1 month, let us suppose the stock price of Amazon is 120. So what he will do? After 1 month, he is going to get a stock at 110, right? So after 1 month, what he will do? He will sell the same stock in the market at 120 and he will earn a profit of Rs10, right? Now let us take in another case. Okay, in this case, the just a minute, the stock price is 100. In this case, what will happen? In this case, the S is 90. Okay, so if he buy this stock after 1 month at 110, he sells at the market, he will be at a loss of 20. Okay, but the catch is he does not need to follow this agreement. So it is at the discretion of the buyer. It is at the discretion of the buyer whether he needs to follow this agreement or not. Okay, so that is the catch over here, and this is what we call as a call option, right? So what is a call option? A call option is basically you are buying a stock, so you have the right to buy a stock at predetermined price. So this predetermined price is your strike price. After 1 month you have the right to buy it. If you want to buy it, you can buy, but you don't have the obligation. Okay, you don't have the obligation. If you don't want to buy, it's okay. Okay, and as we already discussed, right? So what if, so either you will have a profit, or you don't, lose something. So you will have a 0 rupees when you don't buy an agreement. So so what is the cost? So the cost is, when you are entering into the agreement, you pay the seller a certain amount, and that amount is called the option value. Okay, right? That amount is called the option value. So when you are entering into the agreement, for example, in this agreement there is an option value. So either it is 6 rupees, 7 rupees, or something that you need to give to the seller, because he is taking a risk, and for that risk he needs to be awarded, right? Or for example, you are buying something in the future, so he is giving you the right to buy something at the future, right? So it is something called the cost of carry as well, right? So the call option, when you buy a call option, you need to pay a certain price as a premium, because the seller is taking a certain risk, right? And you are basically, your payoff is basically maximum of s minus k and comma 0. When is this case? This is the case when the stock price will be greater than the strike price. So the strike price is the price at which you buy the stock from the seller after 1 month, and S is the stock price in the market. So when the stock price in the market is greater than the price at which you are buying from the seller, you will basically sell it in the. So basically, you will buy the stock from the seller and sell it in the market, right? And when it is lesser, when the stock price in the market is lesser, you don't enter into the agreement. Okay, so this is what the call price is, call option is. In the call option, you basically expect that the stock price in the market should be greater than the strike price. There is an opposite case in which we call the put option. Okay, this is just the reverse of it, where you expect that the price in the market should be lesser than the price in the market after 1 month will be lesser than, will decrease basically. So you enter into an agreement and you exercise the put option when k minus s is 0, when the stock price in the market is lesser than, when the stock price in the market is lesser than the strike price. Okay, get it? So basically what you do in this case, you buy from the market and you sell it to the seller. So basically put option is a right for you to sell the stock at a certain price, predetermined price. Okay, so and in this case you expect that s is lesser than k. Okay, right? So this is what the call option, put option is. Now what is Black-Scholes? You have discussed it in detail, you have heard about it in multiple times. So Black-Scholes is nothing but the how you price the call option. So initially, to buy this option, to enter into this agreement, you need to pay something to the seller, right? So that amount is called the call value. Similarly here, there is a put seller, so who is selling this put option, and when you are buying it, basically what you are getting, you have a right to sell the stock at a predetermined price. Okay, so here is as well, you need to pay the buyer, you need to pay the seller. So that price, this call price, this put price is the price or the premium that you need to pay to the guy who is selling you the agreement. Okay, and that is what we call call value and put value. And then we need to find this value. What will be this value to enter into this agreement? How much amount do you need to pay? Okay, so its derivation. And so let us say this amount is v. So let us assume this value is v. Okay, so the v is call option value or put option value, anything. Okay? Right? Now let us denote this value as V. It can be anything, the value of a call option or the value of a put option. Okay. So this V follows a differential equation, okay, which is something like dV by dt plus Rs dV by ds okay. So this equation is how, this equation can be solved to get the value of V. And what is V? V is basically the call option, the value of a call option or a put option. So basically value of an option. Okay. Let us describe other terms. So basically, what is the R over here? R is the risk-free rate in the market. Okay. S is the stock price, right? Underlying essence price basically. So every option is an underlying stock price. So basically, option on an Amazon stock, option on a Microsoft stock, right? Sigma. So this thing is the stock price volatility. Okay. What is volatility? Volatility is the how much the stock is moving. So the spread actually, right? And I guess all the terms are covered here. There are few other terms. So as not as you already know, a stock price at the time in which option is being written, a stock price at time 0, right? And T is the time of maturity. So after 1 month or 2 months, when the agreement basically expires. Okay. Now, as this is the Black-Scholes equation, the famous Black-Scholes equation. This is the Black-Scholes equation. What is its use, right? And its derivation, I will be sharing the link of its derivation. It is quite easy and intuitive, and you would enjoy going through the derivation. So the link will be in the description. Please go through it once. Okay. Yeah. So what is Black-Scholes equation? So given you need to solve this equation to get the value of an option, right? So there are certain methods that you can use to solve this equation. So you need to solve this. So this is a differential equation. Either you use numerical method or any method that that can be used to solve this equation. And after you solve this equation, you get the price of a call price, or you get the price of a put option. So I am writing it here. Its derivation is not required as of now, because we are more or less focusing on like what is the intuitive meaning of Black-Scholes, right? So Black-Scholes equation is an equation that is used to that relates how the price of a call option or a put option goes with other parameters, right? And it is based on certain assumptions as well that you will be finding the link in the description. We are not going that much detail. Now when you solve this Black-Scholes equation, you find the price of a call option. So the price of a call option, you find it as n s naught into n d1 minus k into e to the power minus rt n d2. So and the price of a put option will be k e to the power minus rt normal distribution of minus d2 minus s naught of n d1. So when you want to price the call option, so what you need to do is, so this is the price of call option, right? So in case of Amazon, you can put s naught is equal to 100, k is equal to 110, r is the risk-free rate in the market, t is the time of maturity, which is basically 1 month in our case, and what is nd1 and nd2. Okay, so let us see. So basically d1 here is ln of s naught by k, right, plus r of sigma square by 2 into t divided by sigma. And d2 is ln of s naught by k plus r minus sigma square by 2 into t divided by sigma root t, or it can also be written as d1 minus sigma root t, right? And when n this thing, so basically d1 and d2 we know what it is. Basically n and anything under it is basically cumulative probability distribution. So basically CDF. It is CDF of, so basically if you put y over here, so cumulative probability distribution of a random variable y of a random variable y which is normally distributed. Okay, now, so using this formula, so this is basically C and this is basically P. So using this formula, basically you can find the price of a call option. So everything is known. For example, D1, you know, everything is known. You can get the volatility, you can get the expiry, T's, R, everything is known. D1 and D2, you know. From here you get ND1 and ND2. So you can easily get it from Python, right? So so basically essentially when I asked you to, you know, use the Black-Scholes equation, so Black-Scholes model to find the price of call option and put option. So basically what you need to do is that you just need to use this formula and find the price of a call option. Okay, and it is pretty easy. So today's discussion was more or less based on what is a what is an option, what is a call option, what is a put option, and then we discussed what is a Black-Scholes equation, what is its use, and then we have directly written the formula of a price of a call option and the put option, and then you can just put into the Python code and find the price of call option and put option. Okay, so that is the end of the today's discussion. After this, I will be uploading a video in which we can implement this formula and find the price of a call option and a put option. Okay, so that is the end of the discussion. Thank you.